Good evening, everybody. This is Frankie Day from Frankie Day Models. This is video number 6, a live stream for Thursday night. We're gonna have I'm gonna finish up the Lancaster right here. She's looking pretty good. I just removed the maskings on the canopy and also the bomb aimer's window. And tonight we're gonna install the bombs, paint the bombs, install the bombs, and finish up the Lancaster. I haven't done by tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and get the windows all done on the side there, and move the maskings on the turrets. And she's pretty well finished. Okay. Got a cup of coffee over here. Can I start to show out with a fresh cup of coffee I just made? Okay, we got 3 watching and 4 thumbs up. On the chat board, we have Mr. Daniel Breton. Ahoy, Frankie. It sure turned out nice. Thank you, sir. And Scale and SPD Sugar Baker Douglas Models. So how are you doing, Frankie? I'm doing really good, boys. I'm doing really good. Good news today. 2 packages came in. 2 parcels came in today from Mr. Daniel Breton. I'll show them to you right now. I got more glue. I got glues galore. I'll have fun watching this after tonight's show. I got glue and feathers. Boy, doing good, boys. Got feathers over here. And best of all, I got an accelerator. More of these. I need those bad, real bad. And I got them. And also, Mr. Daniel sent me another. Ooh, I'm gonna watch how fast that could shut me down. And more of my beautiful favorite glue. So I'm doing pretty good. More Cryolite glue I got here. And here's best of all, guys. I got all the DVDs I can hook up my computer and watch. Ad-free, commercial-free. Got dog fights here. This is my favorite show to watch. Do 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 do. Meanwhile, Chief Ed Matthews, Chief died at the Highway Patrol. All right, you lab boys out there, boys. We'll take care of him right now. Here's old Robert Crawford right here. Highway Patrol series. I love watching this stuff. You know, Highway Patrol is pretty much like it was back in the 1950s. I was a kid growing up back in those days, you know. And it was just it was a good show. I used to watch it at KTTV Channel 5 every day after school, about 3:30 at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It came on, and his '56 Buick Roadmaster was right there. He always had. My dad had a Roadmaster just like that. It was a '55 Roadmaster. It was all yellow and white. What I like about it was those little porthole. I call them exhaust manifolds. These are neat. Got dog fights here. Got the Korean War. So the complete dog fights, Korean War history. And this is a complete dog fight, complete series. The pilot seat, this is gonna be wonderful watching this stuff. Looks like a goddamn, looks like an Archie Valve Type 99 valve being blown up with a F-86 Saber dog coming at him. It must have shot him down. Must have went to a time tunnel or something. Anyway, this is my favorite show too. I enjoy watching these. And there's 1, 2, 3. There's 5 episodes in here. They got one episode, complete season, dog fights. It's got season 1, season 1, season 2, season 2, season 2. Thank you, Daniel. God bless you, buddy. Thank you. I got more stuff coming too, guys. Thank you very much. I really appreciate this. You know how much you make me happy. And we have Eagle 8296. He's on with us. He says, that's awesome. Supply, replenishments, a good show to watch. Exactly. If it wasn't for Mr. Daniel Britton, I'd probably be on paper models right now. And Eagle 8296 says, Tail Gunners checking in. Roger that. Okay, guys, put on your oxygen mask. No drooling. I don't want nobody passing out and getting fascinated. And that's awesome. Supply, replenishments. Thank you very much. Dan Britt said it covers all wars. Thank you, sir. Eagle 8296 says that was an awesome series. Live the History Channel. Yes, it is. There's a lot of episodes. And Eagle 8296 says, Daniel, you're a good man. He's the best. You're all the best. I'm assembling these bombs. I'm going to get the bombs painted, get them installed in Bombay. And I'm going to paint this guy. I'm going to put him on there, a Lancaster. B for victory. He'd be easy to paint. Oh, Royal Air Force blue. I got the blue right there. Paint his shoes and just paint his white tie, and a black tie, and a white shirt, blue shirt, suit, black shoes, or brown. So I got him on top of the wing here. Okay, I have a little cup of coffee a little bit before we get started here. We're going to have a good show tonight. As for the views, we got five watching, 5 thumbs up. Hope we get Chuck Pappy on the air. He finally messaged me on Facebook. Says his house got robbed or something like that. I don't know. Jesus. Well, I tell you, it's getting bad out there. Really bad. When they go out living out here, we got a lot of farmers out here. They all got guns. And every day I hear gunshots out there. These guys out there shooting cans all day long and shooting rabbits and stuff. I got guns too, but I don't use them. I'll tell I use them in case to defend myself or my family and my country. Danny ought to be checking in pretty soon. I got to get started a Newport 28C museum build in the Coronado. I've been busy working on the Lancaster here. I got the wing walks done on this thing, and I finished up the decals on it. All that's up to finish is just remove the maskings on the turrets, install the bombs in the cookie, which is an incendiary, 400-pound incendiary, and I got to crystal clear the side windows inside there. I was taking off the maskings on that thing, and the windows punched through it all. Dang. Okay, I got plenty of amines tacky glue. That's like crystal clear, same formula almost. I'll go ahead and clear them in with a small brush, and I think she's finished. I was going to put some wash out and weather it, so I'll leave it like it is. Make it look pristine, like right out of the factory. So it looks pretty, came out pretty good. Darn moth, I'm gonna dab him. There's a moth flying around here. Yep, that's for sugar. Now I got one just like this. I personally bought that from a hobby shop, and it comes with 2 sets of clear parts, painted and unpainted. And so I went ahead and did like this here. I went ahead and masked up because of the way the camouflage goes, you know, instead of all green like it is. So when I get my stuff get my stash out of Dutch this August, I'm going to use the painted transparency to put in my Hong Kong model Lancaster and get started with that one too. So we got bombs to do to finish assembling. and I gotta paint them and a cookie, like I said, and get that assembled and painted, assembled inside the Bombay. Lastly, the maskings of the turrets and crystal clear in the windows, and she's done. Final reveal tomorrow for her. Then we'll get back on the weenie wagon and get her going. Last night I went ahead and I'm gonna get you, buddy, before it's over with. Fly this way and I'll shoot you out of the sky. Weenie wagon over here. I started pounding the wings. Get the old car, better get her done. I got some acetate. I got a bow compass. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut out some simulated spinning props to put it on, like I did one I did before. And they should come out like this. I got my Coronado. Okay, check the chat boards. Got 4 watching, 6 thumbs up. 1 got dealt out on me. That was still the same on the chat board. That's good. Okay, you want to finish this coffee? We'll get started the length and get it all done. And I get it done before the show's over, which I probably will. And I'm thinking seriously about starting on the on my Airfix 1963 Lockheed Hudson. This be fun to build. I'm cracking one of them again. And tomorrow we're going to start working on the work on the B-25 and start doing some cleanup on the museum build for Newport 28C and the Coronado. I got a lot of stuff coming your way, guys. A lot of stuff. And a lot of stuff. So I got new glues and everything. I can get things done. Probably be in the weenie wagon tomorrow too and everything. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to go ahead and start working on the Hudson. I'll finish up the length. I'll hop on a weenie wagon and get the wing done. We got Sir Daniel Britton. He said, by the way, those red tubes of CA glue in the bag are thin. Okay, thank you, buddy. I like that thin stuff. I really do. Gel's good too. Gel's like me. Gel lasts longer than that thin does. Newport 28C said, hello, Frankie. I was talking about you a while ago, Newport. Tomorrow night we're gonna have a live action on the Coronado. I'm get it all cleaned up, get the parts all cleaned up on it, and get it ready to start. And we got Daniel Britton says, funny, I'm building the NPM Hudson with U.S. markings. Oh yeah. Now I've got the NPM Hudson too. I think it's 1/72 scale. Also had the classic airframes, 1/48 scale Hudson. Out like that. Came out pretty good. I was watching Jack Curry, Lancaster, on YouTube. He was talking about the bombing missions he had on those things and everything. He also had the documentary of the Avro Lancaster by Roy Chadwick. We made the Manchester bomber, and that plane was a failure, you know, because I think the worst thing about it was underpowered because it had those Rolls-Royce Vulture engines. They had terribly underpowered, and they're prone to catch fire in flight too. Just like the Jaguar Napier Jaguar engines used on Gloster Grebe that they had, those that catch fire too. So it was a very safe airplane to fly, but the Manchester was very slow. And Bomber Harris, also the peers of the Royal Air Force didn't approve of it either. They said, you got to come up with something better than this. And he did. He went ahead and designed the Lancaster off the Manchester. He made the wings longer. He got rid of those hideous Vulture, Rolls-Royce Vulture engines. He used Merlin engines instead, with a longer wingspan and a few other modifications made, and came out with a very sweet bomber. Lancaster is probably one of the best airplanes that there was in the war. It can carry one hell of a bomb load. I mean, it can carry a 10-ton bomb. So I show you, that thing is a hell of a workhorse. The thing is. A couple more swigs of this will be done. We're getting started on the link. Okay. Newport 28C says Frankie building the Coronado was for the Sandpoint Air Museum. What a guy. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. I'll do a good job for you, buddy, you know. And probably be about the only Coronado out there. But yeah, I'll do a good job for you. I already got the research on it and everything. I think some of those Coronados, especially Coco Solo, which is South America, they were painted white with gold gray on top. For Sandpoint, San Diego, for Washington, they have, I think they were white too, white with gray. They call it North Atlantic paint scheme, but they had a few out there in that color. But I'm gonna make sure it's gonna be all. It's gonna be intermediate load with 1942 roundels, just like in my Coronado. Decals give you a Mach 72 kit, leave lots of desire. Nothing to write home about. Write the wrong color or blue on it and everything. It's just hideous. So anybody building one of those, you better have a good decal box with some spare decals or send away for some. You had that kit. So tomorrow night when I get started on it, we'll do some cleaning, get preparation done before we start building it. I'll have a couple live streams on it too. But it's not a very hard kit to build. It takes probably it's probably about a good 2-week kit to build. You take the time. Okay, I'm done with the coffee. I think I'm gonna swing the camera around and get started on the Lancaster and get the bombs all painted and get them all installed. And get it ready for the bombing mission. Okay, without further ado, swing the camera on there. We're going to perch it over here on the workbench. Okay. Those bumps are complete, just ready to be painted. I'll prime them first while I paint them. On certain engines, I'll go ahead and give them a wash and make a little cradle for it. Have a display right in front of my Lancaster and show you what kind of power plants you have. Oh, yes. I got to put these on too. All about that. These are the navigation light lenses. Get the bombs out of here. And we got Cookie right here. Everybody says, "What's a cookie?" Well, the English use the slang name as an incendiary. 400 pounds. That'll light your fire. Fire destroys everything. That's probably about the greatest thing ever happened. Not the greatest thing. I mean, it's terrible, but it'll rules the war. And Japan would not listen to reason. And Curtis LeMay, he says, instead of dropping 500 GPS and SAP bombs, we're going to firebomb them. Like I say, fire destroys everything. I mean, everything. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, good. And one on the floor. Like I say, he's fine. Thank God I got a wooden floor here. Now the carpet had been lost. That would have been lost. Okay. The bomb's only two parts. You get the pen and just bomb itself. They're very easy to install because they got these little slots. Got those little slots in there. Right there, they just pop in. You'll see them in Bombay. Those spots, 18 more to go. Grandkids the other day were pranking me. I kept hearing banging against my darn building. I said, what the hell is that noise coming from? They got throwing lemons at me. So I snuck out behind them and watched them. It was okay. I saw you guys. Well, we were just having fun, Papa's. I know. I can't get on you guys. I did the same thing when I was young. I got my tail warm too. We used to have a little game called Knock and Run. And my greatest punishment wasn't getting spanked. It was just going to that man's house apologizing to him. Oh, sorry for knocking and running. I was just playing around. Well, kids are kids. Got to do what they got to do. And he always took care of me. He was a nice man. He said, how about cutting my gas for me? Yes, sir. I sure will. Every time I cut his gas, I cannot apologize to this man enough. I'm very sorry for what I did. I was just having some fun like that. I don't know. I understand. Don't worry about it. Is there a part missing here or something? I'm checking the box out. There's something missing in that cookie right there. One of that's lobsters in my box. We'll find it right now. Let's see. Yep. Hope I got it. It may be gone. It might be in this lot. Here's right now. It's missing. That's lost the position. I'll put it in anyway. Dude. Nope. Let me check this. See what's in there. Nope, not there either. Okay, let's see here. I'll get a little bored. So I can find this thing. I will find it before I do anything. I know you're here somewhere. Okay. Slot down. Like I was saying earlier in the video, I got another one of these I bought at the hobby shop before I moved out of that trailer. Comes with a whole different decal set. One called Just Jane, like the one that's flying today in England. Of course, you got the other one for extra sugar, like this one is. Also cute for Queenie. Yeah, one more. Put that bad boy right over here. Let's see the sender error. Okay. I'm going to take this out there and prime it. And be right back. Let it dry, and we'll get the OD on it. And we'll start putting the mounts in there. Let that dry. Pour me another cup of coffee. Okay. Ooh. What, living dangerously, Frankie boy. Living dangerously. Well, I don't want to knock that over. With a little brush. At tonight's show, last night's show, I went ahead and cleaned up my airbrushes. I got them working all good now. Let that dry a little bit. Okay, we'll set the camera over here. Chat board, see what's going on. I'll pick up his teeth in. I've got to clean up my workstation. It's getting nasty back here. Okay, we got 10 watching, 11 thumbs up. Okay. We got Tony. Hello, Tony. Hello, Frankie. Good looking plane. Thank you, sir. And Daniel Britton says you really love the British series called Dad's Army, but you'll need a Legion P and player to run it. Okay. And Olympian Model Shop says, nice Lancaster, Frankie. Thank you very much, buddy. And he also says, so Frankie, when it's Trumper is going to give us our 200 scale, this is when is Trumper going to give us a 1/200 scale of Lusitania? Gosh, I don't know. I have no idea they're making one. If they do, I'll never get one because I don't have the all the money's locked up. I can't buy like I used to. And I got two 1/350 scales. One built and one is a kit. Boy, shall I get my hands on one. I imagine that come out pretty soon. I know they make the Britannic. They've got the Britannic going on here too, so I know that's going. So I say real soon, though, buddy. Real soon. Maybe now. God, we don't know yet. Do tell though. I have a friend this, inside that knows that both the old owners of the Minicraft and the owners of Academy bought Minicraft a few years back. So it looks the 150 attack will never be issued. Wow. I guess they can retire that kit for all those years. And so hold on to your Minicraft kit. They may be gold one day, like the Lusitania. Good to keep, good to have a good stash of those old kits. Yes, it is. I've got two of them, two Entex 1/350 scale Lusitanias. One I built on YouTube. I got one in the box, not even built yet. And Mr. Danny Brett said a pretty good bomb load. Oh yeah. And Tony says, looking good, Frankie. Thank you very much. And Tony says I'm working on the Estes Mercury Redstone rocket right now. Beautiful. You know, my nephew, my married name is, I call him Jay. Jay Jordan is his real name, but I'll call him Jay Bird. Oh, hello, Dingy. He said, hi there, Frankie. How's the day going? Going real good, big buddy. It's going real good. My cats is doing good. I got the bombs I'm going to put in there. I got new supplies that came in from Mr. Daniel Breton. I got the Dogfight series, got a high control. Everything. And thinners and glues. So I'm pretty well stocked. And all this stuff that helps me. I can get those models out for everybody. Okay, on the rocket, I don't know what it was. Maybe the rocket. You can buy these little rocket motors. You can buy them. And they really work too. They had a little launch thing out there. They had a parachute in the capsule. Now, because my nephew Jay always liked rockets and stuff. And he's in the Air Force right now. And he said he always liked rockets. So I think for Christmas I bought him one of those rockets. Now it was about big around, probably about, I don't know, about 4 feet tall, big. And the top, poof, blew up and the parachute would come down. It was powered by these little small motors you light that had igniters on them. And you had to give it a little distance from them. That's very dangerous too. And he went in the air, also, poof, the top came up, also the parachute came down. Boy, he would love that. And we went to that hobby shop, bought more of those engines right there. And you guys back again? Oh, heck yeah, we just get started. And we bought every one of those motors. He goes, oh, you guys wiped me out already, so get more. But we had so much fun with those things. And my brother my brother Gary, I think for Christmas, he got it was 1956, 57. It's by Ideal made it. It's called Remco. I think it's Ideal. Yankee Doodle Test Center. It looked like an old-shaped building, and it opened up like this. When it opened up, the missile would come up. You push button, shoot the missile. He also had a Cape Canaveral set too, which is really good. I remember that stuff. And my brother Michael, he's always had electronic stuff. He got an erector set. Came in a big old steel red box. Man, he had a blast putting that thing together. You guys need to get in hold of me. Let's find out what was on now. Yeah, the message being the phone. grandson wants to give him a call. That'd be a good job. He said, Papa, are you sure you want to work? I said, I worked all my life. I've been working since I was 5 years old. First time I haven't worked in my life is being in here for a year. You give him a call. See what he has to say. Thank you, thank you. Hope that means, guys, independence time. That means I'll have some money in my pocket. I can do things. Wonderful. I guess the good Lord's smiling on me. And then he says, have a good day going. I said, good. Tony again says, that's what I'm building. So someday I want to score the Lindbergh Red Devil Destroyer with motor kit. Oh, yeah. It's out there. That's Mark 6310. He says someday I want to get the Lindbergh Blue Devil Destroyer, USS Melbourne. I got two of them. One built and one in my stash. Both of them in my stash. I got news for you. Let me tell you a story about that. I think I told it to you guys before. That bomb's a little tacky, but it really takes 3 minutes. A little drying time. Yeah. 1960, just before I went to the Navy. Went to the Navy in 1962. And it was around 1961. There's a discount store called A to Z Discounts. They have a lot of models there. I bought a lot of ITC models, a lot of Lincoln models, a lot of Lindbergh kits were there, a lot of them. And my brother Gary goes, hey Frank, how much you holding? So I got $20 on me. How much you got? I got about $10. Well, let's go down to A to Z Discount Store and see what's going on. So we walked. We didn't have, back in those days, we didn't have cars. Either we walked or we rode a bicycle. And we liked to walk. So we lived on the beach. You can walk 4, 5, 6 miles. Probably about a half an hour just walking on the beach. You just follow the shoreline and cut inland to the store. So we were walking around the coast, around on the beach, and we cut inland. Well, downtown's that day. You can see discount store, and they had a whole table full of those Blue Devil Destroyers. Wow! And they were $11.95 they cost back then. Very expensive. But we got them for $5 a piece. I bought 2 of them. Brother bought one, and he bought a minesweeper. And he also bought the minesweeper and bought the Blue Devil Destroyer. I bought 2 of them. We had so much fun with this thing. It comes with a cam and gearbox and everything. Okay, Megan. My daughter's got to hold me. That's creepy for me. Okay. Give him a call. I think it's on the fly right now. Let me see the chat what we're on. And Olympic midships, model ships, and a beautiful box art. Entex is now the original user of the Titanic or Lusitania. Mark Japan. Yeah, because of the pre-painted hull too. I got the same kit. I got another 1/50 scale Titanic. This is a 1967. I bought 2 1974 Titanics back in 1974. The other one's over here, and the other one's in my box. This is 1974 kit. It cost $19.95, 1974. This model did. See that waterline right there? I did not paint that. I painted everything above that waterline. It came with a pre-painted waterline. But after 1974, you don't do it no more. It's up to you to do it. It had box art by Ken Marshall. Oh yeah. And Olympic Model Shop says Blue Devil is Aspen expensive now. Not sure why. It's called supply and demand and everything else, buddy, with the economy nowadays. I built it for a client years ago. Yeah. Now they were back in 1962. They came out in 1961, and it was motorized. Came with a cam, the gearbox, and everything. Run on 60 cell batteries. A big old 9-volt motor in that thing. And so I got for $4.95 a piece. Yeah, exactly. Okay, guys, give me about 5 minutes. I call my grandson up. Something came up very important. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the camera on the Lancaster. You can stay up in the Lancaster. I get back on the chat board, and that's the chat board. We'll get back on the bombs. Bomb is a little tacky, bro. Okay, be back a couple minutes, guys. Give me a couple minutes. Hello, this is Grant Happy Frankie. It's a quick little spot. Hey, good, huh? Pretty good. How you doing yourself? Hey, boys? Yeah, I'm live right now. Yes, sir. You're calling back later on? Okay, son. Thank you. Okay, where's the phone? Tomorrow sometime or what? Okay. Okay, thank you, son. Okay, little buddy. Thank you. Bye, buddy. Wow. Man, I'm pretty happy now, guys. I think the good Lord is really answering my prayers. See, He works His miracles through people. I guess I got a job now, cooking. 81 years old, still working, boys. But you know something? I'm going to be quite honest with you. I feel at my age, I feel like I'm in my, how do I say that? I feel right now, I'll be 81 next month. And I feel like I'm in my 50s right now. I can do push-ups. I can get on the floor and get up like using my hands. which is pretty good. I exercise every day, guys. I do a lot of walking. I walk all over the place. I keep myself proactive as much as I can, and it pays off. Like I say, you snooze, you lose, and that's not a problem. A lot of people my age, they don't want they don't have no initiative to go out and do things. They feel their age. Oh, I'm getting old now. I'm probably doing nothing anymore. Heck, I'm getting it. And you can't feel that way. I mean, right now, all due respects, naturally, a man my age shouldn't have to be working, and I shouldn't. But I do it because I want to, and I do it because I like money, and it gives me independence, and I can buy stuff and everything else, and still take care of my family and myself. I'm happy, guys. I'm very happy. You guys make me happy too. I want to tell you something. God works His miracles through you guys and through people and everybody else. I'm a very happy man here, guys. Let's see what's on the chat board now. What a coincidence. Olympian Model Shop says, my name is Jay also. By the way, Frankie, built for people as well I have for years. There you go, son. There you go. Mark says, Mark 6310 says, if you can read this, I can get my hands on a couple of those Blue Devils if you really want one. Yes, I do. I sure do, son. I'll take one. I really appreciate this. You guys are really making me happy. Like I say, it's better than Christmas. Trumper has a new 1/200 scale USS Fletcher. Yes. Yeah, I saw that. That's a good kit. I've got the the Bell 1/144 scale Fletcher, and I'll show it to you in a couple of seconds here. And Mark 6310 said, you can read this. I can get my hands on a couple of those Blue Devils. If you really want one, let me know. Yes, I do. Yes, I do, Lefia. Yes, I do. That's the Mark. Okay. Yeah, Mark likes that one. Yeah, that's good. That's okay. I'll show you this Fletcher I got. This is my Revell 1/44 scale one. Yeah, you guys like that? Oh yeah. Oh, thank you, Danny. That's a 21-ton destroyer, the USS Fletcher. I think that came out. That was probably one of the first modern day destroyers we had. Because World War II, we had Livermore class, the Gleaves class, and no, we didn't know it was the Benson class. We had the Benson class, Livermore class, the Harmonium class, and also the Wilkes class and Clemson class destroyers, four Pipers. And 1942, that's when they came out with the Fletchers. They had the round bridge. And the Sullivans came out with the square bridge. Daniel, you haven't seen nothing yet. I got a lot of stuff. I got 1/200 scale USS Hornet back there by is that Trumper kid? Or I love. Let me take a look at that thing. Trumpeter. Has B-25s, SBDs, TBS, Wildcats, 1/200 scale about like that. B-25s about like that. So you really have a field day with them. Yes, sir. Where's my coffee? It's over here. I'll finish up this coffee and we'll get the bomb stain. A little tacky, it's ready to be painted. Now, 196 scale Revell kits, oh, they're nice. I got the Kearsarge by Sterling as a living kit. I used to have that before. I think it got lost or broke or something. I don't know, 3 years ago. It was the old Revell one. Came with a pre-painted waterline. I got the CSS Alabama, Captain Phil Sims. There you go. It's a good kit. Painted gray because they were all gray. And though the Kearsarge wasn't gray, it was regular black. It had a black hole and everything, but Captain Rappel Sims, the captain of the CSS Alabama, he painted his like a rebel gray color. That was one hell of a raider for his day. He was another gentleman captain, just like Captain Wapner on the Sea Adler, the Raider. I mean, I'm going to tell you something about von Wapner, Felix von Wapner, the captain of the Sea Adler. He was known as a gentleman's gentleman. And what he would do, he'd sail alongside the ship he was going to take out, and he'd order everybody to heave to, which is an abandoned ship, and said, "Come aboard my ship, and we'll have dinner." What's this stuff? This is done in World War One. We're at war. You're going to invite me to dinner and sink my ship? And what kind of captain is this guy? But they all liked him. He was a good captain. After he sunk the ship, he says, "You guys can have liberty of the ship. You get to walk around, do what you want, don't escape." So dinner is at about 10 minutes. And we'll have breakfast, lunch, too, everything coming out. So he was pretty much a gentleman of the captain. Try to find a way to move down on me. There it is. Thank you, John. Thank you. God bless you, buddy. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, John Jay. So I would send you a kit if you do the build. Yes, I will. And he said I need to figure out how to do YouTube videos myself. I'm not a technical guy. You know my buddy. What you do is you just got to sign up for YouTube. On there, you get on you got to register and sign on there, and you got to have a web camera. Most computers nowadays got built-in cameras up here, but I got the only video sources I have is I got a camcorder, I got a webcam right here, and I got a camera on my computer. So I got three cameras shaking in here. So you got to have a web camera. So I presume on your computer that you have a webcam up there. So it's this webcam. If you don't have a webcam, you just have a camcorder, make a recording, and load up your files. Go on YouTube and go ahead and load your files up on YouTube, and upload them and everything, and you're ready to go. Pretty simple. It took me a while to figure it out too. When I got on YouTube, I was really, I felt kind of weird at first. I said, here I'm talking. My wife comes in, who are you hearing me talking to back here? I'm talking to a lot of people now. So where? On YouTube. So what is that? It's a channel. It's a social media channel of most modelers. You got a modeling community. And everybody shares their wares, and you watch your video. They comment on that. It's a wonderful world. And I love YouTube. They've changed a lot since Google got on there. They've really changed a lot. Before you couldn't be on any longer than 10 minutes and they shut you off. But now you can stay in there almost indefinitely. Yeah, I'll do the build, Jay. No problem. I'll do the build, buddy. But right now, I got a lot of stuff around here that I started and I can finish up. I've got very few kits that I haven't built yet here, but I got the Killer Little stashed in my storage, and that coming in another month or so. I should have it here. Oh, I'm gonna bury you guys with builds. Okay, we're gonna turn around and get the Lancaster going. You got the Trumpeter Britannic? It's probably like a Titanic with different parts on there. And Dave Shell says, where's the cardboard? The cardboard bottles are right over here, right next to Big Joe. Trevor tank. Got them all over here so I can make room for the South Park tugboat. Captain Crow's fighting across the world tugboat over there. That's my Yulin and my Clipper Flying Fish. Man. Yeah, I'd like to know where Chuck's at. I was talking about it a while ago. He messaged me on Facebook and told me his house got robbed or something like that. So that explained why he was absent for a long time. I guess he got himself in some trouble or something. I don't know what it was. That's a bunch of doggone hogwash. The guy trying to protect his own home and you'd be penalized for that stuff? That ain't right. That's not right. Oh, wow. That was the, well, Lusitania. I think mine was Tom's Model Works. PE for that. The only gold models by Lone Perry I've got in the Photo Etch is, I got two of them. I got one 600 scale railings, and also got the railing set for the USS Arizona at a 1.46 scale. Designed for the Revell one. That's my Revell Titanic box I got in the storage. Lord Perry is the originator of the photo etch. He's the one that designed it all. That was back in 1980, 81 when I think when he designed it. It came out. Yep. I was watching the last voyage of the Lusitania the other day. One with Robert Ballard, who found it, who surveyed it back in 1993. It was on HBO. And trying to find out what sunk it. A lot of people say it was sunk by two torpedoes. It's only sunk by one. And it's still in debate today. A lot of people say, "Oh no, the magazine blew up." It wasn't. Because you got to realize, Captain Schweiger snapped the shot at the time at Lusitania when he hit a boiler. He hit a coal bucket, and it probably blew a hole, probably 40, 50 feet hole in it. And all that cold water, either with a coal dust explosion, or the water went to a boiler room and hit a boiler and it blew up. What sunk it more than anything was all those portholes were open. The Lusitania had really bad ventilation. If you look at the ventilation, the ventilators on top of the deck, like man covers, little round hole, like a man cover on the street, manhole covers. And they wouldn't rotate; they just straight up like this. So the ventilation, they don't have none of those big blower motors like a Titanic had, and to circulate all the air there. It got some there, not very much. But a lot of the passengers had the portholes open. So that really contributed to the sinking. Almost like that, the Britannic, same way. Airing out the wards, so when that thing hit that mine, you have to have a list. Because when a ship takes a fish, takes a torpedo, it always takes a list where it's been sunk at, where it's been hit at. Of course, all those portholes filled up and the ship kind of went down. It is. I like Lusitania too. Talk about Titanic, Lusitania. There's my trumpeter 1/200 scale Titanic I did. And we'll swing this camera now. I'll show you a little tree. There we go. My brother wired it up for me because that's a trumpeter 1/200 scale Titanic. And my brother, he went ahead and he was sick. He had that cancer. He was in really bad shape when he did that for me. Does that thing got LEDs, Frank? Yes, it does. I got a kit here, Mike. Well, let's see it. Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and put the LEDs in where I give you something to do. Take my mind off all this paint I'm going through. So you wire this up for me, Mike? Yes, I will. That Titanic means a lot to me because that's my brother's wire. He wired the whole thing with LEDs. Because the kit comes with an LED set. And the LED set, you know, they have instructions and everything. And he didn't even follow the instructions. Said, "What's all this track and stuff here?" Like that's where because it came in a big old the CDs came in the LEDs came in a roll. It said, "Oh, see those LED tape right there, track it fits in those grooves." Oh, I see. It says, "Okay, I'll go ahead and wire it up while you work on it." So he wired it up for me. I'm pretty happy about that. And, yeah. I drilled out all those portholes out too. There's an extension there too. You can plug in more CDs in there. I mean, CDs, LEDs. You can put more LEDs there. The whole thing comes apart. The top of the whole the deck, this portion of the ship here, right here, it comes right up. You can plug in that CDs would light up the portholes down below here. This thing's pretty heavy. There you go, guys. Yeah, just enough what you see is right there. They give you the kit. No, she's probably finished. It's I'm probably about a little more than half finished on the thing. I gotta right now. I think I left off. I gotta get all the lifeboats on there, and also the Wayland David's got to be on there. I got to work on the photo etch, and I got steam pipes. I got a lot of work doing that thing. And damn, it's smelling. I got the bow, I got the railings on there. I'm starting to work out. Oh yes, it does. I mean, to tell you, this thing's expensive. The Titanic is. You can't get it under almost $500. Now, I was very lucky. I got that for about 450 bucks somewhere around there. Got the guy had a hobby shop down there, and he had a sell on, so I got it on eBay through the hobby shop in Italy. But like I say, you can't touch that thing under $500 with tax and everything and the shipping fees. Came about a little over $500, and it's expensive. I can see my dad's face right now, like he owns something like that. He always say, "How much that cost you? How much that cost you?" And I'm about the home and you, "Jeez, how much you pay for that?" Well, I paid $500. Jeez. Then you'll look at it and go, "Well, I can see that. It costs money to make molds for it." So, open up the box, take a look at it. 350 for a 200 scale Titanic? That's a hell of a buy. These 1/200 scale, the Britannic and the Olympic. Yeah. Well, man, a good show tonight, guys. A real good show. Okay, see you in a little more. Oh, my baby girl's on there. My daughter's giving me a call. Oh, we had a good show tonight, guys. Lancaster, good chat with all my Molly family. Yeah, see, that's the problem with the Titanic. Because a lot of them, there's reasons why the lifeboats were not filled up to the next. They could have put a lot more people in the lifeboats. I think one of the officers was concerned about the Wayland Davids when they were going down. They were flimsy, blowing over the flimsy with all that weight. But that boat, those Whalen Davids were designed to carry up to 65 to 75 people. The lifeboat was in the tested off and on. So most of them didn't psychologically believe that this thing ain't going to sink. They say it's unsinkable, so hell with it. Excuse me. I'd rather go inside, play cards, smoke a cigarette, or drink, and have a good time than go out here on a boat deck, freezing out there, getting a boat out there and go in that water. I'm staying here where it's nice and warm. I got a drink waiting for me and a good cigar to smoke. Didn't pan out that way. They could have saved a lot more lives on there. Oh yeah, I can do what at Titanic. I tell you one thing: if I was the helmsman on that Titanic, Hitchens was the helmsman on. If I seen Officer Murdoch or Officer Lowe took an order telegraph, clink, clink, clink in reverse. They probably would have. I don't think of the court martial. They'd probably try to get the master arms and throw me in the brig. What I would have did, I would have full flank what you got and get hard over the starboard. He would have cleared that berth. Because what it was, you got to realize you got to use physics. Those props, those wing props are turning like this. You got the center screw turning, and they stop and reverse it, and you all do is break in the ship, making the rudder very, very less effective. They had a small rudder in the first place, but when that rudder was turned, and by reversing the screw, you had no water that would pass towards the rudder. What made that ship turn? Because the ship was in motion still. It was something to slow down as she was turning. All he had to do was full plank on the engine order telegraph, get the helm, turn it as far as he could to starboard, and that ship would have cleared that berth. Now, if that wasn't so, if that didn't work, the best thing to do is they would have head on, they would have hit it, and they would hit head on, they probably would have stove almost 100 people that hour now. It would have killed a lot of people, but the ship would have been afloat. It would have been afloat. There'd probably be a lot of stress factors going on through the ship would stop. It'd be like hitting a car. Everything would vibrate. A lot of stuff would be loose too. But the thing is, they should have. All you got to do is turn that rudder all the way to starboard, all the way to the port, and full flank on that on the other telegraph. You got to go a few more knots faster, and they would have cleared that. They would have cleared that berth. You never would have that spur would pick up the bottom of that field. Oh yeah. If she never would have sunk, she would be requisitioned as an armored cruiser. Because White Star, Clyde Brown, all these shipyards that would make all these ships, they had government funding on them. And the deal is, we'll help finance this ship. Only one condition: in an event of war, we can use this as an armored cruiser, which they requisitions hospital ships or requisitions as troop transports, which they were. Well, I'm busy being for tonight, guys. Oh yeah, they had deck guns on there. They had to for defense. Because what they did, they had Navy crews that manned the guns, deck guns. The ship may be civilian owned, but the deck guns was militarily supervised and also activated. Mauritania, the sister ship to Lusitania, she was requisitioned as an armored cruiser. And Lusitania, she was an armored cruiser. And when she was built back in 1909, 1907, when she was built, she was requisitioned as an armored cruiser in case of event of war. So she was an armored cruiser by the time we were sinking in 1915. That's why her colors were painted black. They weren't painted Cunard red-orange color. And because she was about ready to go back and be painted gray. 1915, she was scheduled to be painted gray. The reason why the stacks were painted black is for camouflage. And they all knew, all the U-boats skippers, they knew it was taking with them because they tried to sink her many times they could. Walter Schweiger was very, very lucky. And he ran into her and seen her. He said, "Wow, I can't believe my eyes. She's coming towards me." So that's when he fired one shot. In his logbook, he said only fired one torpedo. That's all it took. He wondered where the other explosion came from, but he'd seen it through a periscope. Boom, boom. So I imagine he assumed it was either a coal bunker, blew up with a coal dust explosion, or cold water inside the boiler room hit one of those boilers and blew up. Yes. I got the minicraft Titanic, 1/4 scale of my storage. I also got the Airfix one too, 1/400 scale. They're the same kit. If you buy the Airfix 1/400 scale Titanic, it's the same kit as Academy. The latest Academy sold their molds the Airfix and Airfix got them. Because I bought the Airfix one by mistake. I was curious what kind of a job they did in building this one. And wooden floor. To my surprise, it was the Academy kit. The Academy kit's a pretty darn good kit. Except one thing is the discrepancy in the bow. You look at the bow is straight. You don't have here's like the bow like this. It comes down like that, and it goes down like this, comes back up, like the Titanic does. You got to file that in with a file. So right at the knuckle of the stem, you got to file it up so that it goes down and goes across instead of going up like this. So it's doable. You got to use a filing board. Make sure you don't do too much because you go right through the hole. It'll be daylight there. You got the filing board. How far away from Washington State? Almost 2,000 miles. Live in Tennessee. From a house out in California is 1,547 miles. That's how far I live from California to here. So you got to add another maybe another 500-600 miles more from where I live. That's probably a little over 2,000 miles. Okay, we'll switch down and get these bombs on it. Been on here almost 2 hours now, which is good. Making some progress. Okay. Move that up. Put his arms up in that shape. This is right up and then there. Where's my color code? Mix that with. Good. I gotta find that olive dragon clothes where we started with. I should have all that stuff broke out before I was walking around. That's it. Where is my hammer? Model master holograph. Good. Good, 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 good. Good old Model Master. Model Master. But I got my paintbrush for painting last night. My airbrush all cleaned up. Well, Model Master just smell around come paint. Drive mine. Auto model masterpiece. Oh yeah. I don't know why he just came all the model masterpiece for. I just don't know why he did that. I think the EPA had something to do with that. Okay. Dang. Came out too much. Way too much. Newport 28C says, finally talking Titanic, have you ever read the book of Fertility? Wreck of the Titan by Morgan Robinson. Yes, I have. I got the book. I get the publication of that. Now, you talk about a coincidence, you know? The dimensions, everything were almost concise. Almost concise. The book is only about, it's only a small book. The only book is only about that thick. Very small book. And I remember reading it when I was in high school library. And I bought the publication on eBay probably about 25 years ago. I was very, my wife with it. And, I got that publication that's in my storage. I also have Triumph and Tragedy by Jack Eaton and Charles Hawks. Where is it? It's over there. Yeah. It's over here. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Okay, Dingy. Let's see. I probably would pay attention to the chat board here. But take down first, Frankie is answering or reading the same message once. Answer. Using apologize to it. Important. It's not important. The media is equally paid. Okay, yeah. Dingy's got that special. Let me show you. You guys do need Zukume paint. This dude me too. Right here. Krylon, because Zachrome green. You showed me that. You probably find it at Ace Hardware Store or Home Depot or Builders Emporium. And he's working on a C-47 Skytrain like in my monitor. That's what it looks like. Right there. It's called Jungle Green, guys. So if you can find it, you'll see it, that color on the can, Jungle Green. I'll tell you one, the extra supersedes Z-Chrome maybe buying a bottle or it's about the only one that's close enough to it. Yeah, I think that stuff's right on. It's the same color as my Model Masters, the Chrome 8 green I got over there. Ace Hardware Store probably got more than anything, guys. They hold a good variety of Krylon paint, so try your Ace Hardware. I don't know if Home Depot sells that something out there. They more or less got other brands to deal with. But Ace Hardware is always good with Krylon. That's why I always got my Krylon stuff at Ace Hardware Store. So, if you guys are interested in getting a can of that, go to Ace Hardware Store and look for the number Jungle Green. You see it in that color right there and get it. I bet it's probably about $6, $7 a can. But you get a lot of stuff painted on it. Krylon has good coverage on there. It's real good coverage. That's I like what you use in that Model Master. So it dries pretty good. It's all enamel. Good paint. A lot of bombs come to this thing. $8 and some change. Yeah, that's close enough. It probably is around $8 a can. I can remember, I think I paid about $7 for a can of light. I said, man, this stuff is going up. The Cryogon used to be about $3.49 a gallon on a big old can. It's like everything else nowadays, it just goes up and up and up, you know. Right, I think that base black. Anything is negotiable with American currency is going up in price, guys. This what's going to happen is it'll price everybody out of everything. You can afford no more. That's how the Depression starts. Same thing back in 1929 during the Great Depression. The price of everything was going up, up and up and up. The person was all priced out. No money was circulating because people had the money. Stock market crashed. What got us out of the Depression was World War II. A lot of skeptics out there blame FDR for the war, but it wasn't. He was about as blindsided about getting to World War II as anybody else was. He had no idea the Japanese were solar, that's and everything. Well, he found out from the Joint Chiefs and Intelligence HQ said that the Japanese are slaughtering innocent people just to get their resources. They told them to knock it off or put an embargo on them. That's how the war got started. Pretty soon it's going to turn into hyperinflation. And then he says that a Kovac crown is in gloss, but you know it had a dull coat to it. So good. Something about that doggone test was named good. Yes, there is. Okay, I think the glass in his windows right there. Jack Curry from somewhere we're gonna get concerned. Right here would have been right over there. Jack Curry. Okay. Yeah. Well, I got man, I had all these windows all messed up. I tried to pull one out and thing, I should have used epoxy. all filled in. We're nice and clear when it's all done. Yeah, I've got to keep it wet. It's gonna hurt you. I keep that paintbrush all nice and wet right there at the end, so it'll put this on a little bit. Good luck. The bottoms are going pretty good. It's Model Master Olive Jab right there. Yeah, so I put it up now. The windows are shut and clear. This stuff works just like micro crystal clear. Yep, I sure did, buddy. I did, Dingy. I put these are all masked down, turrets all masked down, even dorsal turrets masked down, and also the tail gun is all masked down too as well. Once the maskings are off that, the wheels are filled in, this thing's done. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put the bombs in too. So once the bombs are in place, there's still a little tack I want to put them in that paint dries. Yeah, I put those in on camera. Check. They're tacky. Start to dry them. So let dry on some. Let dry with dignity, you can say. And after it dries, pop it in there. Yeah, it's pretty good. The wheels starting to dry now. If you look closely, you see them. You see them starting to dry now. Christopher, everything's technically good stuff. It's good for car models. It's good for trims, making clear places, lenses, and stuff like that. It's good stuff. Real good stuff. It's all good, boy. It's all good. No, I masked the windows with a masking set. Entered a window masking set. When Freddie gave me this kit, I got the same thing in my dam buster too. When Freddie sent me the kit, Freddie always buys masking sets for his model. Every model he buys a window mask set for it. So the window mask set came with the model that Freddie gave me. And I used it on here. I masked it. The turrets on here, the canopy, the Bendix dorsal turret, and also the turret on the Charlie. It's all masked. These were all masked too. I took my number 11 blade, pull the mask off, and windows punched in. Oh shit! So well, nothing lost, Mr. Christian. Nothing lost. So I went ahead and used my khaki glue. As you can see, it's coming out nice and clear. I'll show you, Danny. Right there. Editor die cut flexible mask for your windows. That's what I use to massing things down with. Now, on my other Lancaster, one I bought, to my storage, I masked myself using a Tamiya tape right there. So it's got pretty good. My Newport 28C, nope, I'm using this right here. It leaves tacky glue. This works the same stuff as micro crystal clear. You can find the little bottles like that on micro scale. Same stuff. Yeah, sure is, John. It's all crystal clear. I'm using that leaves tacky glue. Good. This starting to clear up now. Now the bed is clearing up by the morning, getting nice and clear. You can see right through it. If I had a final bill for this tomorrow, off camera, I'll go ahead and finish up my B24. I'm going to go ahead and get those superchargers up. Yeah, it's good stuff, John. You won't be disappointed. I use it more or less for my paper models. One day I was messing around with it because I noticed it dries clear on my card models. It gave me an idea. Maybe this stuff is helping clear and I can't even see what I glued it at. I said, I'm going to try this out and see what works for clear parts. It does. It works very good, as you can see right here. Now the wing walks, what I did, I took that right here. Because they were not skid anyway. That's sandpaper. I did. Turn it back a bit, turn the straight edge, cut little strips like that. Now put a little bit of glue on there, a little bit of time. Glue on here. Now I took a long john, one of these Q-tip jobs, dip full of glue, and first of all, I put a little bit right there. And I spotted on the wing, press down on it. I get more glue like this, more again, a little more, a little more there, a little more again. The main of it glue there and lay it down. They're non-skid. That's how you do that. Works very good. Gets more 3D too. Because they were non-skid anyway. That's why I got wing walks on there. Yeah, that's how you do it, boys. That's how you do it. Highway Patrol. Well, I'm going to watch this tonight. Daniel sent me a bunch of dog fights, CVD, DVDs, the Highway Patrol. It'll be pretty well entertained. It's an entertaining evening. I'll watch the Robert, the dog fights tomorrow. Thinking about tomorrow, I'll finish up the old weenie wagon. Oh yeah, I made me some homemade windows for my Newport up there. That's my 1932 Cleveland balsa wood kit. I made a windscreen for that. One big propeller too. I mean, on it. That model's 100 years old, guys. 100 years old. Yeah, it's starting to dry now already. See how it's starting to dry? Comes out clear. What time is it now? 3 hours. Already called it a video, fellas. Hit the hay, and tomorrow I get up early in the morning, around 4 o'clock. I get up around 4 o'clock in the morning. 3 or 4 in the afternoon, so 4 o'clock in the morning. That's when I go to bed, like after the video. I watch the Highway Patrol while I'm laying down. Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna call it a video tonight and let those bombs dry, let those windows dry. I'll do everything. I'll finish this thing off camera tomorrow. Be all done. So prepare for the final build for my Lancaster. You like it? And tomorrow, I'll go ahead and finish up this weenie wagon. I see 130. C-131 Cargo Master. I'll go ahead. I started on the wing last night. Finish this up, top wing, get the bottom done, get the engine nacelles done. I've already got the undercarriage here for the bottom, so I'm going to need landing doors for that too. And I got to make a nose wheel for here and landing doors too as well. Wheels come with a kit now. The back component is a good model. The second one I built, the other one's in the Air Force Base Museum. Okay, everybody. I'll call it a bid tonight, and tomorrow stay posted. We have the final bill for the B24. This is for real, and also the Lancaster. And tomorrow we're gonna cover the weenie wagon wings. Get the wings all done on that. Then that's all done. I'll be on John's museum bill for the $4 flying boat. I'll be making a video on that too. And also I'll be tomorrow time if I get the wing done on that wing wagon real quick, I'll be able to take the kid out, do some cleaning up, preliminary preparation work done on it. Like get all the flash off it and get it ready for assembly. And we'll go on. So we'll be having some live streams on the $4 flying boat. And we're looking pretty good. We're getting done. I got one more here. I'm gonna just like here, just like right here. There's a vacuum pump yet. Get her done. Another one started probably. I'm gonna make a PPTY1 with pre-born markings on it. Yellow wings, blue fuselage, blue squadron code dance. That sells a red side there around the blue flash is done. Thank you, John, for everything, buddy. I appreciate it, buddy. Okay, everybody. I'd like to thank everybody who tuned in tonight on tonight's live stream on the Avro Lancaster by Tamiya 148. We had a good chat tonight. We had a good night tonight. And, look, guys, when you guys are posting stuff on there, I'm like a bird. I get bird brain once in a while. A bird brain means you got your mind focused on one thing only. Everything around you, you're not watching. So when I'm concentrating working on like this, and because of my, you have to check the chat board. That's why I always go back and forth. See, I got nobody here to read the chat board. I'm by myself. I'm a one-man model builder, one-man show. So don't take offense if I don't answer your stuff. I get back at you. I always scan and look, see if anything, and I'll get back to you guys. We had a good show tonight. Wonderful show. We had a wonderful cast of characters on here. Thank you, John, for everything. And thank you, Dingy, for being on here. Mr. Daniel Britton, thank you, dear sir. And we got Mark, 310, thank you. And we got the left of the model, Jay, he's with us. And thank you very much for joining in tonight. Tomorrow night, Friday. Friday night, we have a good night tomorrow night. The Weenie Wagon, and also the Coronado night tomorrow. And so stay posted up on a good video. A good night tomorrow. Okay, I'd like to thank all my new subscribers for subscribing to my channel. I'm deeply honored to all of you guys for my field in the foretop. And I love you guys. You guys are family to me. And this is the best community in the world, is the modeling community. Because we all share the same plastic, the same balsa wood, and the same resin. And we spend the same money. We all have the same love in modeling. Model on, make mama happy, take care of the little ones, stay focused when you drive, and please, guys, please, that's anymore. Be aware of your surroundings and watch your children, watch your wife, watch yourself. Lock and load and carry. Like I said yesterday in last night's video, back old days, a man's best friend was his dog. It still is. The best friend to a man nowadays is his gun. So I don't like carrying guns, but I do carry a gun when I leave his house. I haven't left his house in a long time, but when I do leave, I carry my gun. I have a license to conceal and carry. And my daughter checked my guns up. She checked me out. So you got carry up. Yes, I do. Because I want to do everything legal. I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to shoot nobody, but if somebody's going to harm you or my family or me, I'll put them in the world of darkness. That's about it. God will forgive me for it. Although God forgave a crook and a murderer and a fox. crucified. And he knew that that murder didn't do it. He did it. He either murdered somebody either in rage, of argument, or something. It wasn't intentional or something. So, like I say, guys, be aware of your surroundings. You got a lot of abductions going on. I've been hearing a lot of guys' wives are missing, and their kids are missing. And you know what happens? They get all doped up and drugged up. They end up with porno movies and stuff like that. It's sex slaves. And their minds have been, and their innocence has been taken away from them and everything. So that's why I say, please be aware of your surroundings. Watch everything. Watch your kids. Watch your wife. Watch everything. Okay, I'm out of here. We'll see you guys tomorrow. We have 2 final bills, so stay close to that. We got the Lancaster and we got the Liberator. So please be close to that. Thank you, Dingy. Thank you, Mr. David Britton. And thank you, Jay and John and Mark, that's 310. And thank you, guys. God bless you all. Say your prayers. I'm all on. And we'll catch you guys tomorrow. This is Frankie signing out. Catch you guys tomorrow. And may God bless. Remember, be good. If you can't be good, be careful. See you guys. Bye, fellas. Take care. And God bless you all.